son. Oh, wow. It's not every day, although, we can make it every day, Zay. You just come on late, come on last. We can make it a couple of times a day you get introduced by your son. So I am super excited. Speaking of Isaiah, I've got a couple of things real quick I want to get off the table. We got a new show that's going to be coming out very soon, going to be releasing it very soon. Isaiah and I myself did a podcast, Off the Field meets Insurance Bros. So make sure y'all tune into that, watch that. If you have not already went to it's some of my Insurance Bros, go to the Insurance Bros channel, Insurance Bros. Make sure y'all subscribe. I know everybody here subscribed, but if you haven't subscribed, get there. Because really it's not just about us, it's about using this and sharing with your people, because me and Uncle Jock are really talking about things that affect life insurance agents. We thought, I thought, and I still got to talk with Uncle Jock. Like, who's our audience? Is it the real world? But I think a lot of our audience is going to be is the agents. Because a lot of things we talk about us as agents. What did we learn? What do we have to overcome, right? So I think some of the things and how to make insurance relatable. You talked about that to Keisha Carr, what Isaiah did. Hey, somebody who's looking at the business, did you switch them over to becoming a client? Because how many times we do that? I'm guilty, right? Throw the cuffs on me. They probably do me like that backwards. But anyway, I'm guilty as charged, because it's a lot of people who I went to recruit, but they didn't join the business and I didn't get them as a client. Y'all talk about leads. Where your leads at? Go back. Some of y'all are gonna catch that later. I hope y'all catching it. So another quick announcement, because I got something I want to share with y'all today. It is Money Making Monday, right? It's Money Day today. And Takesha said, let's close out the month. Let's y'all understand. I'm like up on here. I'm on level 10. I'm wired up. I had a chance to spend some time with Dr. Mary, and we got Level Up Conference. How can I say this? Do whatever's possible to make sure you're at the level up, and make sure you have a team of people. Start getting people, inviting your cousin, auntie, uncle. I got some announcements. I'll let y'all know firsthand, but I got to confirm it hopefully today by tomorrow. Oh, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. It's going to be an experience. Let me tell y'all this. Level up is always an experience, and every time we level up, we level up. The theme is get the ring. This level up is going to be about getting the ring. Get your ring, getting your money up. We're going to show you everything you need to do to get the ring. How I know I'm going to do that? Because I don't know if y'all know, I got a special announcement. Mr. AJ Jones is going to be there. AJ's like, Eric, in 3 years in the business, I was making $800,000 3 years into the business. I'm going to show y'all my blueprint. No, y'all ain't hearing me. Some people in a lifetime of their career, let's say somebody's making $40,000 a year. $40,000 a year, 10 years is 400,000. 20 years is 800,000. He said, I did it 1 year after being 3 years in the business. What? That's a quantum leap. Are y'all with me? I don't care if you say, Eric, well, I'm making $100,000 a year. Okay, $100,000 a year. That 1 year is what took somebody else 10 years. 8 years. Are y'all with me? We're gonna multiply this. We're gonna magnify this. We're gonna have the CEO, Jamie Prick, is going to be there breaking down, not the regular Jamie y'all hear. I'm trying to tell you, and you're going to get a chance to touch and hear and learn. Oh, Sean Redford is going to be there. Man, Sean was the #2 producer in all of Canada for many years. So not only he's a corporate guy, not only did he run his own firm, not only has he worked for the insurance carriers, now he's here in Xperia. This guy was the #2 personal producer in the whole country. Some of y'all ain't hear me. Some of y'all ain't hear me. I'm coming at you. I'm trying to tell you, Uncle Jock, first ED in DC. Eric Robinson, first ED in the USA. I'm trying to tell y'all, we're going to show y'all Aurelio Evans, the commissioner. Some call him the Godfather of the USA. What was your thought process really to help say, let's get this thing started and launch this company in the USA? Now, does he override everything? Well, he kind of does, because he's a shareholder, right? So he's a shareholder, so he does override a bit of everything in Xperia. But guess what? It wouldn't be there if it wasn't for him. So y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, oh, I look wrinkled. I gotta flex my muscles. If y'all think I'm flexing, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to knock the wrinkles out. Okay. So don't be sitting there thinking I'm flying flex at you. All right. I'm just trying to knock the wrinkles out. So, Hold on. Oh, quick quality. Yeah. I'm excited. The level up is November 16th and 17th. Just block your calendar. It's a Saturday, Sunday. But Eric, on Sunday is church. We're gonna stream a church service at 8 o'clock from 8 to 9:30. We will be streaming a church service for those who say, Eric, I can't miss church. Nope, we're gonna bring the church to you. And then on Sunday, we're gonna start regular. The event is gonna be from 10. For those who don't want to attend church, you don't have to. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Stephen Short. So for those who don't know, he get Hercules. Hercules, for those watching live streaming, you can't see the chat. Yes.
No, man,
So
some love and hip hop. No, that used to be my.
Oh yeah. No, I know that. I
yeah,
heard you. My wife is about you.
man, my muscles so strong and knocked Danny's phone off mute. Bam. Yes. Now, see, y'all understand, coming from Stephen Short, the man who's in the gym, fit and trim, he can recognize muscle. See, it'd be one thing if somebody who ain't never been in the gym is calling you muscular, but when somebody's been in the gym who can recognize testosterone when he sees it, man, bam, I feel good. So, let me get back on track. All right, take two. So, yeah, we got something special. I'm so excited. I wish I could announce it, but it ain't finalized. But y'all don't understand. It's just going to be an experience. I'm trying to tell you, I don't care where you are in the country. This is one of those things. I don't care where you are in the United States. If you're thinking about your business, if you want, this is the one, Eric. But I gotta take out a loan. I don't care. This might be the one you take out a loan. I'm not telling you go in debt, but I'm telling you this might be that one. Are y'all with me? Like, I don't say this. I'm telling it now, knowing what I know. This is the one that's going to multiply your business. This is going to take your business to another level. If you say, Eric, I'm trying to get my business to another level. I'm making 6 figures. I want to make multiple 6 figures. This is the one. Eric, you know what? I'm making, 1 figures, 2 figures, 3 figures. And I want to make it take the 3 figures to 4, 5, 6 figures. This is the one. Eric, I'm at 5. I want to go to 6. This is the one. Sometimes it is a missing piece. Are y'all with me? And sometimes, most of the time, the missing piece is you. You just need that 1 or 2 things to click, right? And that's what's going to be my topic today. Man, I got to set up an affiliate link on this one, but I mean, I don't have no affiliate link, but don't worry about that. I'm listening to this book. It's called Being Backable. Backable. So I was at the other day. I was at Barnes and Noble. My daughter, she loves Barnes and Noble, and my I got 15-year-old daughter. She takes after her big sister who likes to read. Yeah, and she takes after her brother. I don't want to throw no salt on nobody. Okay, she takes after her brother, her big sister. She takes after her mother too. Because I'm not trying to sleep on the couch or we had to sleep with one eye open because somebody said you didn't shout me out. So she follows all of their traditions. Okay, so anyway, she likes to go to the bookstore. And so we was in the bookstore and she got a book, and I was like, you know what? If you get in this book, because I don't want to say no, Mary's like, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to stop her. She could be someplace else, right? I remember some of my kids, they was sneaking out the house to go to a party, and here she is asking me to go to a bookstore at this age. And I'm like, man, okay, I can't say no. So she go in the bookstore, but I said, no, she always going, I got a book for her. And I said, here's the thing. I want you to go look at a book. So you got to go to the business section and pick out a book. So we was in the business section yesterday, and I picked out a book that I thought was perfect for her. And she's like, nah, Dad, I don't like that. I was like, well, you got to pick a book. I thought I was going to get some pushback. I didn't. She found a book that she liked. So I'm just telling y'all, I'm like, hey, you're going to get one of these books? Go get a business book too. And she's like, okay, I'm cool with that. And she picked out a book I think was perfect for her. So along the way, I saw a book that was good for me too. I said, Eric, I'm gonna take my own medicine. I saw a book that was good for me too. I started looking at all these books, trying to figure out what I haven't got, what I haven't seen. There's always new things. And then I ended up getting this book on Audible because I started about hardback, but I'm like, I don't know if I'm had time. I want to listen to it right now. So, but I got a book. It's called Backable. So I'm just trying to tell you, I got a book called Backable, and I'm listening to the first chapter. I only got to the first chapter right now, right? And I'm listening to the first chapter. I said, you know what? I got to share this with the team. So I'm gonna share it. And the whole thing with Backable is, are you somebody that people should back? Are you that person that people should back? He's talking about like if I'm trying to raise money for my business as a startup. He said there was a time where I was trying to raise money for my startup, but people I wasn't getting the funding. And he realized maybe I wasn't backable. He said, then I finally started getting money. What changed? And I started looking at other people. What changed to make somebody support this person versus somebody who supports this person? Are y'all with me? What makes somebody, now y'all, don't hear what I'm not saying. What makes somebody says, I want to support Trump as president who has no experience in politics. He's a backable person. He has made himself a backable person, right? You know, some of the things I was listening to this podcast yesterday with him and Joe Rogan. I'm like, man, this guy talked. It was a 3-hour podcast, and he was speaking, and Joe Rogan was like, man, I remember when Dana White with the UFC, who started Ultimate Fight, couldn't get UFC off the ground, and nobody would give him a place to fight because nobody they didn't know about this Ultimate Fighting. He said you gave him a location for his first 3 fights. And he said, so Dana White is like, I don't care what nobody say. I'm not talking bad about Trump because my business would not be here if Trump didn't allow me. When no other hotel, no other venues will allow us to do these Ultimate Fighting, you was the only one that supported our vision in the beginning. And see, those are the things, and this is not, the book doesn't say this. This is just me. The guy referenced Trump, I think, in the book, but this is me just saying, wow, listen to him speak. He has made himself backable, right? He was supporting people when nobody wanted to support him. Are you that person too? You follow me? Like, we're looking for people to support us, but are you the person that supports other people when nobody wants to support you? You follow me? Like, it becomes that. So one of the things in Backable, step 1 is called convince yourself first. I'm like, oh man, ooh, heavy stuff here. So I'm just gonna break down. Some of the stuff is in the book, a lot of the stuff is not, because some of the stuff is just I just lived. All right. Some of the stuff I just lived over my 30 plus years of being a commission-based salesperson. I'm trying to tell you, 30 years on a roller coaster. Man, I don't know if I'm Six Flags or Great Adventures or Wild World or whatever you call me, a Disneyland. I've been on the daggone roller coaster so much. I'm like, yeah, nope, you're too high. I can spot. You can walk. I can tell you how tall you are. Nope, you too small for this ride, brother. Nope, you know what I mean? Like they got the too small for ride. Nope, you too small for this ride. Why? Because the first hill gonna get you. Woo! Kind of like them being an entrepreneur. I'm like, nah, you ain't ready yet because that first drip boom gonna knock you out, right? You got to be a certain height for the ride. Ooh, that's a trainer right there. But you really do sometimes. You really got to be a certain height for the ride because you might slip out the chair and we don't want you to get injured. Isn't that kind of like being an entrepreneur? Some of y'all talking to people who maybe mentally ain't ready yet. Some of us maybe we're not ready. Maybe we're not tall enough for the ride. Emotionally tall enough for the ride. Ooh, that's my own. That's not in the book, but he talks about that. So I've been on this journey. So some of the stuff I'm talking from is the book, but a lot of it just the topics of it. Convince yourself first. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to be in. You got to feel yourself in. I don't know if Zay's there, but me and Isaiah, a lot of things I always tell him. I said, man, listen, Zay, are you in position to speak? Just to share a few words.
Yeah, I can speak.
When do I always tell you your business is going to grow when what?
When you grow in yourself.
Uh-oh, you bleeped out a little bit. Say it again.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we got you.
Yeah, when yourself grows.
Yep. I say when you are in, right? Always tell me, Zay, when you in it, once you in, it's game over.
Speaking about the book, Backable,
Mm-hmm.
the first chapter was saying, once you convince yourself, that's 90% of the battle.
Mm. Yeah. And I know in the beginning, Zay, you was like your entrepreneur, not entrepreneur, I don't say ego, your competitiveness, like I'm in, Dad, I'm in. But I'm like, I can hear it, but I can watch your actions. Like, nah, you really ain't. How does that look like? Oh, what about this thing? Somebody told me about this. I'm like, somebody tell you about this thing over there, and that looks attractive. You ain't in yet. See, I'm sharing the things how you know. Somebody said, "Oh, hey, you ever heard about this thing right here? This crypto? Yeah, I heard about that. You ain't in yet. Hey, what about this company? You know about this company? Sometimes it's inquisitive. It's like, what about this company over here? They doing this and this. You ain't in yet. You ain't in yet. You ain't. No, you might not go to that meeting. I don't know if you're ready. Sometimes there'll be meetings of the company. I'm like, I don't know if you're ready to go to that meeting just yet because you ain't in yet. They may convert you because the guy who's running that business, he got an office over there. He's in it. I don't know if you're ready. So one time he went to this meeting. I'm like, I don't know if you're ready. But I'm like, yeah, you're ready. Go ahead, going over there. He went over, he came back. Hey, they doing this. We need to come do this. We need to do this. We need to do this. He came back with a checklist of things that we should be doing. Like let's do this. Let's copy him. He's like, I'm not swayed by them no more. But I'm learning. I'm smart enough to learn. Hey, this is what they doing. Let's take their playbook, right? Ain't that what Michigan did? New England Patriots, some of them other teams. They're like, well, let me look at their playbook. They'll even read your lips. What are you doing? They hired a lip reader to see what the competition is doing. Are y'all with me? So his mindset was a little bit different. He's like, see, you went in differently next time. In the beginning, it could have been like, oh no, they look good over there. You could be a little attractive, right? I think Uncle Josh talked about that. Like, take the meetings. You better be careful. You take the meetings. You ain't in. You go over there. So I'm just giving y'all some as a leadership. How does it sound like when somebody's not in? It's other things that would attract them. Are y'all with me? To being backable, he said, one, it's you got to convince yourself. And the key word is you have to convince. He didn't say you got to know it. No, some of y'all know it, but you're not convinced. See, convince is a short for conviction, or conviction is short for convince. I don't know what it is, but they go together. It's conviction. That's a deeper level of understanding when I'm convicted. Are y'all with me? My belief is locked in. It's locked in a vault. My belief is locked. When I'm convinced, my belief is locked in. I believe you. I hear you. Because see, sometimes people say, I hear you. Like, that's Zay's favorite thing. I hear you, Dad. That's his way of saying, man, okay, Dad, I got it. You stop talking now. I hear you, Dad. I hear you, Dad. So I leave it alone sometimes. Sometimes I probably go a little too longer, right? But then I stop. And then I come back and he'll say some things. And I'm just using Isaiah as an example because it could be you, right? He'll say some things. I'm like, he ain't ready to hear me yet. Yeah, okay, just give it time. You got to give it time, right? You got to give it time. But now, me and his conversation is a little bit different because he's convinced that this is where he's at. Are y'all with me? Sometimes it's life situations. Now having a baby, now he's graduated college. Remember, he started this thing back when he was in college. He was a football player. Then he was a football coach. He was a college football player, then turned to college football coach, and he was still a full-time student. So he had a lot on his plate. And I tell Zay, he's like, man, you had a lot on your plate, brother. Your plate just got lifted. You just finished being a full-time student in May of this year. So some people don't realize up until May of this year, he was a full-time student. So really it's June, July, August, September, October. It's really 5 months that you wasn't a full-time student. Now you got mentally unwind. And since then you became a father all in that little short window of time. Ooh, it's a lot. But now he's convinced. Are y'all with me? Like, you got to convince yourself. So, that's step one. He says, you got to convince yourself. Now, how do you convince yourself? One of the things he said, you got to give yourself some incubation time. I mean, you got to give yourself some time to develop. You got a good idea? You got to give yourself some time to develop, y'all. Some of y'all need it right quick. Instant. See, on a job, you can go on the job, boom, get paid right away. Do y'all realize over here, if you can convince yourself quicker, you can get paid sooner than later? Are y'all with me? Oh, y'all ain't hearing me. See, everybody's at a different pace. Lacey, how long has Lacey been here? Y'all, we talk about that. How long has Lacey been here?
Lacey came in August, I think.
Lacey came in August. Last month, like 37 applications. She did, you know what I mean? She did application. We got a young lady on the phone, Siobhan Bowman, like first month of the business, $25,000 of premium. Like, y'all don't understand. First month. She didn't come with experience, none of that. She had to get licensed. She didn't come here with a license. She had to get a license and came in, boom. See, her convincing period was a little shorter. She was a business owner, previously business owner, right? She already ran multiple businesses. She was a mom, 8 kids. She had a full-time job. That's what we call no excuse Bowman. Like, her period of excuses in her life has already been, she's already got past the excuse period window. Are y'all with me? So you can't compare yourself to Siobhan because she had an incubation period. It just didn't have to happen over here. See, everybody's incubation period is different. Some people take a longer time to cook. Some people don't. Some people like their steak rare, just hit it on the grill. You go to Texas, man, they like this, grill it on the top, grill it on the bottom, good. I was asking the guy when they said, Red steaks. He said, "Ah, man, if the meat is fresh and everything in here, we got fresh meat. It's no germs, enough like that and stuff. The disease." I'm like, "Don't you got to kill it?" He said, "Nah, man, some kind of thing ways like he just swear there was no germs, nothing like that. We just killed all the stuff, the bacteria on the top and everything. Boom, 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 fry, let it hit, bang, we done." Well, where I grew up in the city, if your steak wasn't black, that if your steak didn't look like this Sharpie, don't put it on a plate. See, but somewhere between that red and that black is where it's at. Some people like between the red and the black. I like a little bit of pink. Ooh, some people like just a little bit of pink in the middle. See, there you go. The thing he like a little pink. But what I'm saying to you is, it depends on how you like it. So your incubation period is somewhere like that. Are y'all with me? Everybody's different, but the opportunity is the same. See, I want y'all to understand something. When you come over here, especially speaking to experience, your opportunity to start generating revenue is the same. Marcel, well done. No wonder. Are you really Texan? I ain't never heard a person from Texas say they want their steak well done. That's just got to be a first. Anyway, so you got a window to start making money quicker, sooner than later. But what do you got to do? You just got to do the activities. Tammy said medium well. Oh man, y'all some unique Texans. But like I said, I told you, it's something for everybody. Yeah, but your window of opportunity, you got to decide how long it's going to take you to convince yourself, right? So your window of opportunity. Then it says one of the things he's talking about throwaway work.
Measure your emotional runway.
He's talking
Measure your emotional.
He's talking about throwaway work. And what he's saying is sometimes you got to be willing to just scrap it. If this doesn't work, don't do enough. But it's like you got to do enough that you can figure out what works and what doesn't work. And don't be afraid if something don't work. He said most people never write things down. Most people never take notes. No, most people don't look at the numbers because they're afraid of the numbers. There's going to be some good numbers and some bad numbers and everything. You know, coming to level up, Isaiah's doing a training. I think that's going to be a topic, Isaiah. Touchdowns and interceptions. You going to go with that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Touchdown. So he's going to do a training on touchdowns and interceptions. Two options in the spectrum. Two plays that a quarterback can make. One they want to do more often, and one sometimes something happens. Right? So I ain't going to let his training talk about that. You know what I mean? But you got to be able to throw away work. He talks about most people don't want to look at the numbers. Where am I going with this, ladies and gentlemen? I want y'all to really just ask yourself, am I backable? Am I a person? That's only chapter 1, but am I a person that people should follow? Am I a person that people should support? See, I wanted to make sure that I was a person that my upline should support. I want to make sure I was a person that Relly Evans should support. So if I call Relly, he picks up the phone. Hey Eric, hey, I'm on work. I'm on the truck. Boom, 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 brother. I see you call, but I'm gonna answer all your calls because he knows I don't call him often. If I call him, I usually want something, and it's usually something about business. I usually don't call him whining. Every now and then I got something because they say you roll good stuff, roll bad stuff rolls up. You send bad up and good down, right? So sometimes I get bad things. I say, really, I got a situation. I need you to talk me off the ledge, really. So every now and then I do get really, I need to talk you off the ledge, but it goes like this. Really? Hey, brother Eric. Hey, what's up, brother? Hey, really? Need you to talk me off the ledge, man. All right, what you got, E? What you got? So I let them know, hey, this is need to talk me off the ledge. Hey, really, this. So, but I want to be that person. Why? Because if I say I'm going to be somewhere, I'm going to be there. Most of y'all on this line are that person. You say you're going to be somewhere, you're going to be there. He knows he doesn't have to convince me. He usually gets talking off the ledge of saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong things, but he doesn't have to convince me that I need to beat this industry. Are y'all with me? I'm past that convincing part. So I wanted to be the person that I didn't need somebody to have to drag me across the finish line. And I get it. Everybody's someplace different. Everybody's different. But I realized as the lead, trying to be the leader, I have to, whatever I got to do, I got to convince myself to it. Are y'all with me? I got to pump myself up before I get in front of y'all. I don't need y'all to convince me. I'm convinced. Now, if there's some places that I need to go to, maybe I need to be convinced, Eric, you can do, maybe you really can make $1 million a month. So maybe I do need convincing in certain areas. Are y'all with me? But the basics, that I'm in the right place, right company, right time, I don't need that convincing. But maybe, Eric, there's $1 million there, there's $1 million, there's $1 million there. So everybody got different levels of convincing. So are you the person that somebody should back? I want to be the person that Darren, Jamie says, hey, yes. Jamie's like, how did I do that? I was always at the events. I always showed up at the events. I remember one time when I joined this network marketing company, Mary said, Eric, we've done MLM before. We had some success. We've owned our own franchise. Now you're going to do another MLM. I don't know if I'm ready for another MLM. I'm like, yeah, baby, you don't understand. Because I was at the meeting. She wasn't at the meeting. You don't understand. I literally had to hang up on her. She's like, don't sign. What you say? What you say? I had to hang up the phone on her. I said, I'm like, I see it. I'm excited. She came home and said, okay, if you join, then it was a company based out of Texas, unfortunately, Dallas, Texas, ironically. She said, you join, then this leader's going to be here for a week. He's launching the market. You got to follow him around. If you join and you committing your time, energy to another one of those things, then you got to be that guy. I followed him around for a week. Every day, all day. I mean, he did a hotel meeting at 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 2 o'clock. I was at the hotel at 10 o'clock. I was at the hotel at 12 o'clock. Then they would go to lunch. When he was at lunch, he was sitting at the table over there, and I'd be sitting over here. By the third day, then at 2 o'clock, they do another meeting. Then after 2 o'clock, he would go upstairs in his room, because they didn't meet at the hotel. He would go upstairs in his room, and they would probably do a home meeting someplace. So he would go upstairs in his room and come back down for a home meeting. I was over here, and I'm like, y'all doing a home meeting? Can I come he come downstairs? Can I go to home meeting? Sure, hey, buddy, no problem. I catch him with downstairs going to a home meeting. Now, remember, this was a hotel that's about, ironically, man, wow, the hotel is out there by the BWI airport where we're doing our level up. So it's about 45 minutes away from my house on a Tuesday, midday. So I'm there following Tuesday. I'll go with him to some stranger's house. Bam. He do a home meeting, leave, he go his way, I go back home. Next day, Wednesday, 10 o'clock, I'm there with guests. Then I'm there again, 12 o'clock. They go to lunch. I'm sitting at the lunch table, sitting away from him, listening to him, taking notes. By the third day, say he come back downstairs. That was on Wednesday. He come back downstairs. He going to somebody's home meeting. Hey, you mind if I go to home meeting with you? Hey, no problem, buddy. Cool. Bam. Now I'm in his team downline, right? Now by the third day, he's like at lunch. He's like, "Hey, buddy, you follow me?" He cowboy. He said, "Hey, buddy, you follow me around?" I said, "Yeah, that's how you know." He said, "Everywhere I go, you right there." Because Dr. Mason, I got to be there. He said, "Why don't you come on over here?" So then he invited me to his table at lunch. Because now he didn't see me being backable. I was at the 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock meeting, and I was at the home meeting first night. Second day, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I was at the home meeting the next night. Third day, I was at the 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock. He said, "Come on over to the table, lunch table." Now remember, this is my upline. He don't know me, but I'm in his upline, right? He's seeing my team. He's looking at the report. I'm pretty sure my team is growing because I'm inviting people. Our team is starting to grow, starting to expand. So this was my first network marketing time, right? I got people, team members, we're growing, start expanding. By the fourth night, the home meeting was at my house. No, the fifth night. The home meeting was at my house. I hosted the home meeting. Are y'all with me? And then he left and went out of town, and me and Mary grew a large team in that company. And became so, but I wanted to be somebody he backed. Why? Because whenever I need him, he's there, whatever you need me, boom, boom, boom. The company supported me. Why? Because I made sure I was at the meetings. Are y'all with me? I made sure when he say do this, I did this. I didn't give a lot of talk back. Well, I'm not sure that worked. Well, blah, 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 blah. He said, play DVD. I played the DVD. He said, do this, I do this. Man, I went and got DVD copy. It's like, I ran the play. And I wanted to make sure that I could run the play so freaking good that anybody who joined me, I can tell you face to your face, this is what I do. See, everybody gets a green sheet. I can tell you face to face, this, I use the system. I run the play. I onboarding, I do the onboarding. And sometimes I slip and let somebody else do the onboarding, but I believe it. It's not like this ain't just, I use it because it works. Are y'all with me? It's not like just made it up. So I wanted to make sure I was backable. I wanted to make sure I was believable. I wanted to make sure I'm where I say I'm going to be. And I wanted to make sure that I wasn't the person who always got to worry about, is he in? Is he ain't? Is he out? Is he not in? So as I wrap up with this, I just want to ask you to ask yourself, Are you backable? See, sometimes we wonder why nobody's joining us. Sometimes we wonder why the clients don't want to sign up with this. Why does a client go to Nationwide's on your side? Because they see the commercial and they know Nationwide's been around. Forces Financial say we've been around for 150 years. They become backable. People don't even know who they are. National Life, why are you going their page? They say we've been here for 175 years. See, they are a company saying we are backable. Are y'all with me? We represent backable companies. That's without a doubt. The question is, your clients want to know, are you going to be here? And I always tell Isaiah this. I say, Zay, it's bigger than just joining somebody join your team. We're selling a product called life insurance, annuities, or investments, whatever it is. People are typically going to need this product at some future point in time. That's for the most part, right? We can sell a product that's for the most part, somebody needs it for a future point in time. See, I sold cars for 16 years. They drove off the lot in the car. They signed the papers. They driving off in the car. They're using it today. Isaiah talked about life insurance for his friend. Maybe then we're going to start to set up some kind of retirement plan. That's future needs. Do they believe and trust that you are going to be here in the future? See, some of y'all sometimes, I listen to the word track, I'm not even sure you're going to be here in 30 days, let alone 3 years, let alone, are you going to have things in place for me in 30 years when I may not need this for 30 years? If you're not going to be here, are you even going to be thinking that way to have something in place, have a succession plan, have a team? Are y'all with me? Or are you just selling? Is it one transaction? I'm on my own because you just trying to make some money today to pay a bill that should have been paid last week. Are y'all catching that? See, I got some last week bills. I got some last month bills. But I'm in it because I plan to be here in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, God willing. I found the industry that I can lock in. There's more agents over the age of 80 than there are under 30. So that tells me I can ride this thing till I'm over 80 years old because I built a business that I can override for a lifetime. See, Warren Buffett is 90 years old and still running Berkshire Hathaway. That's an investment company. People have invested in him 50 years ago. And they said, man, Warren Buffett sold the fact that he's going to be here. He's going to be here. He's going to be here. And he did that, rolled that to become a multi-billion-dollar, $100 billion net worth, saying, my company, me and my company are going to be here. Chase says we're going to be here. Bank of America says we're going to be here. Are y'all with me? These financial institutions say we're going to be here. Even if they're not here, even if one bank buys another bank, they're saying, we even got a plan that if I'm not here, somebody else is going to buy us out, is going to take over and make sure you manage your account. Are y'all with me? I remember when one bank was another bank. BB&T is no longer BB&T. They're now Truist Bank. Another bank bought them out. Same branch, change the name. They're saying, we got plans to be here. Even if I'm not here, don't you worry, Mr. Client. I'm telling y'all, some of y'all need to readjust and say, I plan on being here. And that's how you become backable. That's how you get more clients. That's how you get more team members. You got to make yourself backable. Convince yourself first that you belong and you are here no matter what, whether spare time, part-time, or full-time. Nobody's asking you your time commitment. They're asking you, are you convinced that this is where you're supposed to be? Because if you spare time and you don't believe that you ain't here spare time, it doesn't matter. You can be full-time. If you don't believe you're here full-time, you're just waiting for the next, it's just a stop. Nobody's following that. So with that being said, turn it back over to you, Mr. Gandy. Thank you, sir.
All right, all right. You have heard it from the owner of the Nugget Bucket. And the Nuggets will roll just like yesterday. They are still rolling today. And now that takes us and gives us time for me to host the Annie Willie recap session. And the Annie Willie recap session exists when everybody that's on the line that was taking notes of these nuggets given out today are able to speak within 1 minute and share what was most impactful to them today. When I get it down to 1 minute, I'll be releasing it to the very first one to take the baton for the recap relay, and that is none other than our wonderful, always exciting, and always on point, Dr. Teresa O'Day.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Troy. Oh my goodness. It's always like new wine when we come here. Thank you, the owner of the Nugget Bucket. So, what I get truly out of this is just, and I always, talk to myself and even my team members, the why, and then the desire, which is the fire underneath the wings of your dream, our dream, my dream. So, what am I willing to do? What does it require? I ask questions. What does it really require to be able to do and achieve what that dream goal is? So, if I want to be ordinary, okay, I just do what ordinary people do. But I want to be extraordinary, so I will do what I've never done. So we got to be willing to be uncomfortable to be comfortable. Thank you so much for blessing us, sir.
All right, all right. And we thank you for blessing us. 'Cause the
Thank
recap
you.
is always a very nice refresher. And with that being said, we're going to take it on and give it to the lady that's in the zone. She started the day off right for us, none other than Miss Takesha Carr.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So for me, a couple of nuggets, Dr. Teresa, you just dropped a couple of them, but nevertheless, one that was really, really impactful for me was, are you backable? That really hit home. Are you backable? It's one thing to be in the business, it's one thing to have an organization or to be building, writing policies, but where do you stand? Like, are you saying we're gonna be here like ships in the night? We're gonna be here 1 minute and gone the next, or are you staying with
Mhm.
staying power, like where you are? And that right there is essential for building a large organization where you are acquiring the shares to make sure that you stay here no matter what's going on, and making sure that those companies that we represented there. So I love that. I love Are You Backable?
Beautiful, beautiful. I love it too. That was my favorite one. That's for sure. And I hope everybody is understands that for real. Because when I get ready to do this thing up here with Impact Ministries, and we just talk about having a conference up this way, I want to make sure that everybody that's on the line comes on up here because they feel like I'm backable. I'm trying to show up every day. I will be here for you if you'll be here for me. And with that being said, let's go on to the third leg. He's ready. He's got his hand out. He's ready to take that baton from Lady Takesha Carr. That is none other than the man called Money. Do it.
Brother Troy and brother Eric and everybody, that there's two things I got from this thing right here. When you talk about being backable, right? There's two things
Mhm.
that I got from this. Are you somebody who is trustworthy? And the second thing is this: do you have a true belief in what you are doing? Do you have a desire that you know that you're unstoppable? When you say you're going to do something, so like I told brother Eric one time, I said in the next 2 years, I'll have $1 million house in a Rolls Royce, right? Where's that in your mind, the way you at, where you can say, I could do that, and you convinced? Belief, a sure event is you are surely convinced in your mind you can control your destiny and control anything, that you do everything you can do. That's all I wanted to say, sir.
All right, all right. And then you got it. And I think the next lady, she comes with poetic wisdom and she does it right. So, Money, you got your hand out and she got her hand back and she's ready to jump into the relay, none other than Miss Tawana Chisley.
Thank you, Mr. Troy. Eric said something that clicked. I had a conversation with the gentleman last week, and he's coming to me because he trusts me. And I was showing him some illustrations and whatever. He said, so like you're excited about this. He said, what made you start doing this? So what made you really get into this? And I said, I saw the numbers. When I saw the numbers, I said this is what I need to do because I know that I can help people. So, we're working on some things right now, and I'm just going to lay low for a minute with that information. But yeah, I said I saw the numbers and I started writing them down, which is what I wanted to talk about in a video because it's serious. So he saw it in me. So yes, this was a good subject today.
All right, all right. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Are you trustworthy? That was an awesome nugget as well. And now you see the light flashing. You see the light flashing. It is showtime. It is time to bring it home. And it is none other than the superstar of the recap relay, none other than Downtown Rita Brown.
Thank you, Troy. Oh, you always come up with something, I tell you. Grand Rising, everyone. Grand Rising. This is the first Monday in November. Let's kick it in overdrive. If they're not answering your calls or texts, go do a welfare check, door knock. Get in fifth gear. Sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone. Always be talking to people. People need what we have, but it is not written on their face. Have conversations, but make sure the conversation is going the way you want it to go. Go where the events are. There is church every Sunday. Just start opening your mouth. Target entrepreneurs. Most do not have retirement plans. People you are trying to recruit. If the business is not for them, don't forget to offer them life insurance. Subscribe to Insurance Bros. They talk about things that affect life insurance agents. Do whatever possible to get to the Level Up, November 16th and November 17th. Level Up is an experience. The theme is Get the Ring. This is the one that's going to help you multiply your business. Sometimes there is a missing piece. You just have to hear something to make it click. Backable. Are you somebody that people should back? What makes somebody support another person over another? Are you supporting others? Step 1, convince yourself first. Entrepreneurship is like a roller coaster. You have to be a certain height for the ride. You can be emotionally not tall enough for the ride. Your business will grow when you grow. Once you are in it, it's game over. Once you convince yourself, that's 90% of the battle. If someone's not all in, other things will attract them. Convince and conviction go together. Conviction is a deeper level of understanding. Your belief is locked in. How do you convince yourself? Incubation time. Give yourself time to develop. If you can convince yourself quicker, you can get paid quicker. Get past the excuse period. Everybody incubation time is different, but the opportunity to start generating revenue is the same. You just got to do the activities. Number two, throwaway work. Look at your numbers, write them down. You have to do enough to figure out if it's working. There are good numbers and bad numbers in everything. Am I backable? Am I a person people should follow? Am I a person my upline should support? As a leader, do not be the person that has to be dragged across the finish line. Plug into the meetings and events. Know the plays. Run the plays. Make sure you are backable and believable. Why are people not joining you? Why are you not getting customers? Do they know you're going to be here in the future? Are you planning to be here for your lifetime? Readjust and become backable. Convince yourself you are here. That's it. That's all.
Mm,
That's it.
great job.
That's all. This is a curtain close for today. And with that being said, we're going to give it back to none other than the ED that owns that nugget bucket, the master of ceremonies, the man that is the super motivator, Mr. Erik Robinson.
Woo, Rita Brown, you did it, you did it, you did it again. But I also want to go back and backtrack to Keisha Carr. Thank you for amazing hosting. Make me feel like I can't call in sick because I see Dr. Jock, man. You might be the be second string now because Keisha and Tawana, man, they taking that thing over. So I ain't calling in sick no days. So anyway, thank you to Keisha Carr, amazing. Thank you, Rita Brown. Thank you all, everyone. Couple of announcements. Today is the CEO tap. First CEO tap is at 2:00 Eastern Standard Time, 1:00 Central, and there's another time Mountain and Pacific. I ain't gonna do the math. But Jamie should be here. The first one is Jamie Prickett. So come here from Jamie Prickett. He should be here. But y'all gonna see him at Level Up. I will be in Texas too on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And a little bit Sunday. I think we left out Sunday. So me and Zay will be in Texas Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Come out there. You got somebody in Texas? Send them, y'all. Let's start staking our claim, grabbing our land. Whatever you need, just plug me in. I'll be in the Dallas, Texas at the Texas Takeover. Tonight, Team Huddle, 7 p.m. I know Mondays we got a lot of meetings, we got a lot of things. So tonight, Team Huddle, 7 p.m. So we got 2 p.m. We got 7 p.m. Anything you need in between, let's get it done. Let's make the calls. Let's follow up with our clients. Let's follow with people. Let's touch bases. Let's go get it. Nathaniel, if you got a second, I'd love to give you a call like around 10:15 or so. If you can jump on the call around 10:15, just give me a buzz. With that being said, love y'all. Let's go get it. Shout out to everybody doing business. Shout out to everybody doing their thing. And Stephen Short got his website up. Shout out to Mr. Stephen Short doing his thing. Congratulations, y'all. Have a great day.
Peace of the
Have a
Lord be
great
with
day,
you.
everyone.
All
And
right, all
Marcella, you
right.
slid in that deal. Just want to let you know, you kind of went under the radar. You're like, oh yeah, I wrote it down to say that. Marcella had a contest and got a client. And you just kind of like just made it seem like that was just regular. And if you said it in conversation, but it just kind of glossed over. I put a contest out there. I'm in a contest. You said I'm in a contest, and somebody came out and wanted to support you because you was in a contest and got a client. That was
Mm-hmm.
that was big. That was big. I don't know if Marcella's still here. She might be gone, but that was big.
No, I'm still here.
Yeah, I wrote that down just so you know.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.